Right, hello, good morning or good weekend or whatever. So I'm working on this proof of concept. I've actually streamed something somewhat related before. Let's see here if we can open it. Now we need to go to POC. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, proceed. I'm gonna sign in. Yeah, I think there's a bug here. I think. Oh, sorry. There's not a bug. I just have to actually sign in. There we go. So I'm building this proof of concept. Like if you ever used Sandpack before, Sandpack is browser sandboxes, but CodeSandbox has this really amazing infrastructure of VMs that has a lot of optimizations, and it's built on a fundament of inspired by browser sandboxes, like feeling instant fork, all of this stuff. But you can't really interact with that the same way you can use Sandpack to interact with browser sandboxes. But we intend to do something about that. And we also want to make it not only easy for you to create the same kind of user experiences you do with browser sandboxes, but also like for other engineers, but also make it accessible for AIs. What I've built here is this thing that basically goes and connects to it actually forks a dev box and connects to it. And it does it as like a chat. So what we're going to do now, we're going to find the UI and we're going to just connect these messages. Let's see, how does this work? So it's not chat state, it's chat store state dot messages. And then these messages doesn't really have a CUID. It's still based on index, really. Get assistant client avatar. What the hell is this thing? So I'm working on this with a colleague, Danilo, and he is responsible for the UI, basically, or the user experience. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. Let's just ignore that. So client here would be interesting. App ID. Okay. Oh. Hi there. That's funny. Yeah, and I'm using impact here because it's just become my, like, it's finally just become my way of like doing state management. It feels incredibly natural to just use it because it feels so much like a React context, but it's just the way I want it to work. So yeah. Anyways, let's do null here. I'm not sure why we need like app ID here, but that's up to client ID. I think we can just use the message. Oh yeah, I guess we can use message type, and then yeah, let's just color red, whatever. I think we're showing the actual avatar here, which is really cool, but I haven't really populated the state for this yet. So let's just do this for now. And then we have the message. So what we should see now is we should be able to see something, I think, or at least see the message. Let's see. Give me and let's just have this thing open, console. Okay, give me so the way this is going to work is that I have one agent that's that takes the initial request, and that agent is basically responsible for returning a valid template that we can fork from. So based on what you're asking for, we're going to find the template. Like maybe it infers that you need to do like Rust code or Go code or maybe Node or whatever, or React or Vue, or it doesn't matter. It kind of gives you a template, and then we go and create a dev box for you, and we connect to it. And currently it's hard coded to React, so it doesn't matter what I write here. It will just give a React template. Give me a React calculator. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so this is user and this is agent. Micro VM connected. Yeah. And T, that is tool currently, so that's kind of weird. But anyways, now we have a VM connected, so, and we changed the state of our agent store. So now it's gonna send the prompts to the actual VM agent. Oh, sorry. Where are we? There we are. And the VM agent, let's see. And this is like very much a proof of concept, because the idea here is that we already have some internal tools, like 2 different SDKs. We have something called CodeSandbox API and Pitcher Client. CodeSandbox API is for talking to our API, and Pitcher Client is basically the SDK that talks to our VMs. And it connects to our protocols. You can do all sorts of things. But we want to simplify. We want to put these behind an abstracted interface that's much more accessible and simple. But we're not going to play around with that now, because this is just a proof of concept. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to kind of do much the same as we did here. Let's see. So now that it's changing this state to iterating project, we actually change out, we need to change out the agent. So this should be a dev agent. So we need to create that dev agent when we move into that state. So that will basically be agent new dev agent, and what we're going to do is pass in Pitcher Client here. Yeah, you know what, we're going to do that instead. So let's see, we're not going to give it Pitcher Client here, we're going to give it to the dev agent. So Pitcher Client, we can say private Pitcher Client, or let's call it Pitcher, Pitcher Client. And then we have what we need to actually do the function, like tool calling and all of that stuff. So here, the current state agent will be the dev agent, and we're just going to prompt it. And then we're gonna, yeah, what are we gonna do? We're gonna play with this. So I think we're just gonna look at the response first and see. Yeah, and another thing we're gonna do is when we're iterating the project, we're gonna give it preview URL. This preview URL is available through tasks. We're gonna hard code this a little bit as well. Like, it's not, you might not be running any tasks that has an actual web UI, right? So there's a lot of considerations to make here, but we should at least have I think we're just going to go and grab that URL. Or wait, the preview, yeah, because the preview URL is tied to a port, so it needs to run on a task. Okay, so we're just going to give it a preview URL for now. And that preview URL is going to come from us actually going in here. And we're not going to give any states for this, we're just going to do it. Let's see. Tasks, I guess. Picture client. I think it's... how does this work? I can't remember. How do I get access to the... It's so long. Clients, that's it. Yeah, I think we need to go and find the tasks. Get tasks. Yeah, fuck. Oh, this sucks. We did a really bad mistake when we implemented this. Fuck. The point is that we have this idea that you should just always, like, it should feel like you don't have to wait for things to render. But we implemented that inside Picture Client, which is stupid. That should be the responsibility of the actual client experience layer. So what happens now is that you start out with an empty array of tasks. Like, we can't just await the tasks because you already have an empty list of tasks. And there's no way to know when... this is stupid. I really hate myself for for doing that. It was a really bad mistake. Let's see. I don't hate myself for doing that. I'm pretty conscious about it's kind of second nature to me, but like when I meet people who kind of just say bad things about themselves, it makes me really upset. What are we doing? Tasks. Sorry. Yeah, we have this async value store. Sounds like super, super cool, right? But it's stupid. Yeah, we even deprecated it. So we have, yeah, so get tasks. Yeah, tasks value get, but yeah. God dagnag it. Because now if you actually want to wait for this, well, okay, so what we can do, okay, we're going to do something. We're not going to wait for this. We are just going to say picture client, client's tasks on port opened, not on port opened. We're gonna on task list update, tasks tasks. Yeah, and then, oh my god, this is why we want to have a layer in front of this, because it's like, it's very much lookup more than like being accessible, easy to consume. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Well, maybe we can do, we're gonna try something. Task on task port open. Let's just log this for now, and we're gonna see if we get it. Oh, that was annoying. And then what we're gonna do is we're not actually gonna require this preview URL. It might be there, and we're gonna update the state if we get it. So let's just refresh this and try again. My camera is like it's pivoting. Oh shit! Because I have this like, I need to give it some electricity, but it keeps pivoting. It's kind of annoying. I can do this. Yeah. So I'm kind of like slowly falling down. Give me a React calculator. No, what did I do? Oh, look at this. It's pretty amazing how quickly it's able to spin up a VM. Like, maybe this is a really good demo just for that. Give me a React calculator. Like, what's happening here now is that we're acquiring the VM, and that's a brand new VM just for you, right? Which is kind of insane. Oh, so we're not getting... We're not getting on port opened. Okay. I find that strange. Okay, let's picture task on task list update, and then we're also going to console picture clients task get tasks. Okay, let's try again. Oops, this is kind of annoying. Give me a React calculator. Creating project. So we have, okay, so we actually have the tasks here immediately. Maybe we are awaiting the tasks. I can't remember. Okay, so we're gonna, okay, but then we'll, oh, come on. Then we're just gonna grab those tasks and we're gonna actually add the preview URL. Let's see. Ports. Yeah, we have the URL for it. Nice. Okay. So let's just go and say tasks. And we would, of course, handle, like, a lot of things can happen here. Like, you need to restart the dev server and a lot of stuff. So, but we would actually handle that. So let's do const dev task is task.dev, and then Oh my god. I'm so used to alt tabbing. So that would be port 0 URL. Dev task port 0.url. Yeah, and if we don't have it, it should just break for now. But what we should be able to do now is, well, let's put HTTPS. We should be able to actually get this. Do we have the preview here? Or here's the preview. So let's just use const. Let's do use observer. It's interesting. Oh, use observer. We don't have access to Bubble in this CodeSandbox v2 project. We're using SWC, so I can't use the Bubble plugin for automatic observation. I was hoping a colleague would build a SWC plugin for that, but it needs to be written in Rust, so it's Cloud iframe. Yeah. So what we want to do is, I think we should just check agent store state. Yeah, let's do const current state equals agent store dot state, and then we're gonna check status equals iterating project. If we're doing that, we're gonna show that URL in there. Or we're gonna do a null thing. Oh, I can't see anything because of the comments field. Oh, what did I do? Okay, let's see now if we should actually be able to see the React preview now. Oh, no provided. Oh, come on. God damn it. You know what? I'm gonna go to my, let's go to ChatGPT. Oh, preview URL. That's the thing. But you couldn't find the agent store. Where are we actually? Where is this thing being loaded? Navigation bar. Cloud iframe. That's being used here. Like, where is the actual preview being mounted? The lack of bubble and automatic observation was the blocker that stopped me getting impact working in a CodeSandbox environment. There aren't, I created templates for all the flavors of reactivity, like one for MobX and one for signals on the website. So you could just fork one of those. When it comes to which allow for ERM. Oh, yeah, explicit resource management. Yeah, so explicit resource management is supported by the, it's not like, this is the funny thing. It's like, so if you have Bubble available to you, you should be using the Bubble plugin for like automatic observation, because then you don't have to use the using thing. But if you're using SWC, if you're just using normal TypeScript compiler, that should just work out of the box. It's only if you use Babel that you need to use the Babel plugin for explicit resource management. I don't think you need any specific TS config, but you have to make sure you have the latest version of TypeScript or the version of TypeScript that supports it. That's the only thing I can kind of think of off the bat. But yeah, I would just go to the website, Impact React website, and click the template button, and you'll get a dev box running with the Babel plugin. But this is really good feedback, because this is kind of what we want to pick up on now. Let's see. So where is the preview running? Oh, the preview is running here. So we need to put the agent store around more stuff. Let's just put it around the whole thing here. Yes, so with Babel, you don't need to express any component observation. It will just work out of the box, which is pretty amazing. The only reason to still like explicitly express observation in components is if you want to do like a granular thing, where you want to do like observer, like this kind of thing. And you can still do that if you want to, like, this specific section in my component should update when this state observation changes. But any component that uses a store, like in this case, use app store, doesn't need anything. It will just work. So, and it's only doing this for the components that actually consuming a store. So it's not like the Babel plugin goes in and makes all components observers. It does it based on the usage of a store. Yeah, I did a deploy on the website. When was it? It was a few days ago, but it has some updated information there. So, but yeah, let me know if you can't find it or can't get it running. I want that to be a super smooth experience. Let's see. Yeah, it's been so much fun, like exploring this, because I didn't know where like the value promise of impact was gonna be when we started the project, but it turned out that that just creating this store encapsulation allowed us to do so many more things than what I thought initially. Because if we only have the store encapsulation, it means that, oh, you can choose if you want to use impact signals or you want to use MobX or Legend or Preact. So that's one thing. But it also allows us to create this Babel plugin that it doesn't matter if you use impact signals, MobX, Legend, or Preact. You'll get automatic observation in all your components. But not only that, we also have the impact debugger now. Chrome impact debugger. I just released it. Oh, yeah. Oh, debug extensions. I have a hard time finding it. Impact debugger. Oh, there it is. So you can install the impact debugger. Like, this is like the very early version. We're going to iterate on this. But it doesn't matter if you're using impact signals, MobX, Legend, or Preact. You can get this debugger that gives you the state of all your stores and their hierarchy, and it shows you the changes in those stores. So we kind of created this like completely like generic encapsulation called a store. And now anyone can come up with whatever like accessible signature they want for like this concept of observables or signals or whatever you want to call them. but they can use impact to provide encapsulation and all the other stuff that you want to have, which is really cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna update the website with a link to that Chrome extension. Give me a React calculator. So this is not gonna give a React calculator, but I think it's gonna show the preview. Awesome. Yeah, please keep me posted on any experiences you have, especially things that's blocking you from because we want to weed those things out before we actually do the official release. So it's kind of, I'm gonna refactor one of my own projects. We're gonna wait for some more feedback from other people, and also the React 19 release. But cool, now we're actually seeing the preview from the dev box. So now we can start doing the fun stuff, and the fun stuff is making this dev agent actually do something. Oh, awesome. Thanks a bunch for that. Yeah, it's been a few iterations on the documentation for sure. Oh my god, what a journey it's been. I created a playlist on YouTube with all the streams, and it's like all over the place. But I think it's like an interesting stream playlist, because one thing is the emotional journey and kind of all the reflections and kind of finding the terminology and the concepts. It feels like it's been like an expedition. Anyways, so what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna start defining some tools for this dev agent. And I'm not sure what the scope of the proof of concept should be, but I would like to at least be able to kind of change some code. And the thing that's really lacking here is that we don't have any embeddings for the code as of now. But if this project is going to become a reality, that's the first thing I want to work on. It's that our dev boxes, they have an internal embedding store for code. And it's not like just shoving code into an embedding store. It's actually creating conceptual summaries of all the code for each file and folder, and then create embeddings of that. Because when you want to use an agent to write and change code, you're prompting it with conceptual changes. You're not prompting it with I want to change const to var or let on line 20 in this file, right? You just want to say add this to the thing. So it's much more efficient at finding out where in the code do you actually mean by having that kind of embedding. At least that's my experience. But what we're going to do here, we're going to provide it some tools that at least allows it to find read directories and yeah, and this is going to be really tricky. This is going to be really tricky. The reason is that if we use the assistance API from ChatGPT, we would kind of have an LLM that would be able to kind of think in the sense that, so for example, if it needs to figure out where the files are, it could do like multiple function calls. So it will first do like a reader of the root, and then it will kind of, oh, there's a source directory. I'm going to read the source directory. Oh, it's this directory, whatever. And then it will go and read all the files to kind of figure out stuff. But maybe we can make, and that it's funny because that's what I mean about embeddings. It's like when the LLM starts out with access to a dev box, it knows nothing about the contents of the dev box. It has no idea about files or anything. So to be able to act on any prompt, it would have to like navigate manually through the file system, which is very inefficient and insanely complex. Or it adds complexity. It increases context. It increases like there's so much complexity increase in that. So maybe we could change the demo to rather like you have to give a prompt of create a calculator, create a React calculator in source/app.tsx or whatever. And that's it. That's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna give it access to writing a file, and that's the demo. Because you need so much more to make a good agent. Like that's a huge ass project in and of itself that I would love to do. But the point here is to create an SDK that allows you to build such an agent. That's the whole point of this. So let's go, and we have project agent. I can't remember exactly how this. So this would be a write file, a tool for writing contents to a file. Parameters, let's do z. So this would be path, or we're going to call it relative path. So this would be a string. And content, which would also be a string. And then it's going to have an execute. And this execute, oh, fudge. How are we going to do this? No, I'm afraid we're gonna fuck. We're gonna have a typing issue here. I couldn't figure out how to pass. I want to define the tools in the dev agent, but I want to extend the agent because agent is the thing that actually calls OpenAI. It's going to take care of messages or the actual context. But you know what? Maybe we don't need this for the proof of concept. This would be part of an actual implementation of an agent. Because now we don't have access to picture here. Yeah, anyways, doesn't matter. We're just going to do this. And we're not gonna. We're just gonna do any. It sucks. So here we're gonna get relative path and content, and we are going to say return picture clients fs write file. Oh. How do you convert string to? I can't remember. Can you do this in the browser? I guess you can. Cool. So let's go in to this index thing, and we're gonna do much the same as we did here. Let's see. Or we're gonna do it a little bit different. So we're gonna say, yeah, we're gonna set state current. We're gonna say messages, current messages. Well, we can say current messages, and then we're gonna concatenate response tool results. I'm gonna map that result into something. Result dot no, we're not gonna return the actual result. This is the actual yeah, it's kind of the tool name. Like we could take the args. Yeah, let's do result dot tool name plus JSON stringify result dot args. We don't have to do that. And then we're gonna do this name here is tool name, and then status is gonna be fulfilled, and type is gonna be a tool. Okay, so we're just adding the these are the tools, and then we're gonna concat the actual response from the type agent message is going to be response text, I guess, and then state. Does this have a status? Oops. Why does it have join there? Should this have a status? Yeah, I guess so. Fulfilled. Oh, they want more? Name? Wait. Now I'm confused. Chat message, agent. No, there should only be a message. This is... Am I putting it on the right spot? No, I'm not. It should be... Oh, come on. It should be here. There we go. Yes, so we're gonna prompt it now. And the point is we're not gonna actually... So this is interesting. We want to run this prompt immediately after... Or you know what? No, let's do this. We're gonna do this. Okay, let's try it. See what happens. So we're gonna say I want to create a calculator in React, for example. So this is going to help it infer that I want the React template. It sets up the project, connects to the micro VM. We get this default thing, and then we're going to say create a calculator, create a React calculator. We have to say it again because there's no context here now. Create a React calculator in the source app tsx file. I wonder what's going to happen now. Oh, nothing. Oh, I have forgot to change the state. So I think it's working on it. I didn't actually insert the input prompt. Interesting. It returned with the code instead of actually calling the tool. No, wait, this is the right file. But I can't see, oh, fudge, I can't see. Sorry, this is the tool call. I want to see what it actually answered here. Ugh. How do I do this? Styles, how do I, there we go. Overflow Y, scroll, can I do that? Oh, I hate this. How do I make this scrollable? Why can't I scroll? Overflow Y, scroll. For fuck's sake. There we go. Okay, so it didn't answer anything. It's calling me. Ah. Fuck, it's our daughter. Just 2 seconds. Hello, Emma? And she never, like, every time she calls, she just hangs up immediately. She, for some reason, maybe that's how it's supposed to work. Like, they can just call you and then. Just 2 seconds. I have to try to reach her. She's at a birthday party and maybe something happened. Hei, Emma. Går det bra, Emma? Hva er det? Du ringte meg? Ok. Nei, du ringte meg først, skjønner du. Men da var det sikkert bare du kom borti noe. Alt i orden, kos deg. Ja, det... Oh no, did the camera mess up now? Oh fuck, isn't that typical? No, we're back, nice. Okay, cool. Let's see. I wonder why nothing happened though. I wonder. Okay, but we're not gonna actually... It could have been the... Did it... Yeah, it creates export default app. Is that how it actually runs? Let's see. I can't remember the template. Where is it? Oh yeah, that's in the App Store. This is the one. CodeSandbox Stream P Sandbox. No, DevBox. I think I can do this. This is the thing that we're actually forking. Yeah, that's weird. Though, you know what it could be? It could be, okay, I'm gonna do something. We could have written it to the root of the project. So we're gonna do something here. We're gonna say, how do we do this? Picture, clients, FS. Yeah, relative to absolute workspace path. I think we need to do this. Or didn't we have another one? Or as relative workspace path. When you have a path, you know it, but you want to ensure the correct format with prefix and type safety. No. Yeah, as absolute. Sorry, as relative workspace. Sorry. Resolve. Is it resolve absolute workspace path? Oh, fuck, I can't remember. So this has to be resolve relative workspace path. Yeah, I think so. I can't remember this stuff. It's a long time since I worked on it. Let's try again. I want a React project. Let's just do that. Oh. What happened now? Interesting. Huh. Why did it say that? Oh my god, now we have it. Oh. Damn it. Wait a minute. What is this? Where's this? How was it able to... Wait a minute. This is weird. How was it able to do that? Because I'm saying... I'm waiting for the answer. Oh, from the tool call? Oh, interesting. So the answer here... No. Creating project. Oh. Who? I'm very confused. This should be a structured response, but it isn't. This is... Huh. This is the whole point. Why isn't... This is weird. Like, this is the whole point. Structured outputs, true. Tool choice required. So it's not 100% reliable. I find that very, very strange. Like, I'm using the Vercel AI package, but that should just be a simple abstraction over OpenAI. I don't like that. What the hell happened there? It chose not to call the... No, it did call the tool, but the tool... What the hell happened there? Creating project. Acquiring picture client. Acquire VM. I seriously have no idea what happened there. It was using the tool call, but for some reason it didn't give the structured output. It just gave text. And that's kind of the most reliable thing now, is to have structured outputs. Maybe it's a bug in the Vercel package. I don't know. Anyways, let's try again. Yeah, because now there's... What? What the fuck? What did I do? I'm stumped. This doesn't make any sense that he's suddenly doing this. So the answer here? This makes absolutely no sense. How can the tool call answer be text when I ask for structured outputs? I'm very confused. Oh, what happened here? I want a React environment. Answer. Wait a minute. Where the fuck is this text coming from? Oh, is it me? Creating project. Oh, answer.answer. Sorry, I thought I was... Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, it's my bad. I completely misunderstood the code. So we can change this, I think. We can say tool environment. A tool for providing to which environment template was chosen. Okay. I think that's like, it's trying to, like, this is the, not hallucination, but like the challenge with prompting. It's like, I know that it's like selecting a template, but it doesn't know it's selecting a template. I'm asking it something very generic, and it's just everywhere it can like leak in generic responses, it kind of does that. I want a React environment. I can make the description way more explicit. Yeah. Proceed. Create a React calculator in source app.tsx. Yeah, we're gonna fix this so we actually see the prompt. Relative path. Like, we're gonna log which path it's actually sending here. God damn it. Because it's doing the right thing, and I'm not sure why. Writing to path. And this is a promise, right? Yeah. Writing to path, tool choice and defined. This is fine. I just think the path is wrong here. I'm using, I can't remember how this resolve stuff works. I just can't remember it. Yeah, so let's fix the other thing, which was that we actually want to see. We want to say set state, current messages, type user message prompt. Yeah, and then we can also add type agent message. Yeah, let's do that. Status pending. And then what we're gonna do is yeah, no, let's not do that. Yeah, we need to change this. Like, the tool calls should actually be within, like, it depends on if it's streaming or not, right? Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's try again. Give me a React environment. Yes, proceed. Create a React calculator in source app. Yeah, exactly. That's the wrong thing. It should be it's writing to resolve. Yeah, maybe that makes more sense. Like, we want to resolve the absolute workspace path. Like, it's so confusing. Are we resolving an absolute workspace path, or are we resolving two? It should be resolved to. That will make it more explicit. Naming things is really, really difficult and really important. Now I think it's gonna work. Okay. The amazing moment. Hopefully. Let's see. I want a React environment. It feels incredibly powerful to just write that and it does it for you. It's pretty cool. Like it's very hard coded at the moment, but it feels great. Write a React calculator in source app.tsx. And now the preview should just bloop, and we should have a calculator. Hello? Nothing happened. That's weird, right? Do we have refresh? No. Oops. But nothing happened. We didn't even get a response on this. Oh, actually, you know what? I am not sure if... Oh, fuck. Overwrite. True. True. We probably got an error because the file already exists. Oh, create. True. True. Sorry. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's try again. I want a React environment. Yes, proceed to preview. Write React to source app tsx. Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? Maybe we should look at the response. I do wonder why we aren't getting the response though. It's weird. Because we are... And why aren't we getting like an uncaught error? This is really weird. Like it's not like it doesn't get past this point for some reason. Oh, I wish I've just used the OpenAI API for this. This sucks. I don't have a single error. Oh, here we go. Whoa, that took a long time. Write file. Relative path, content. What is it saying? Oh. So what did we do? We did this and then height 500 pixels. Overflow Y. Scroll. And there's no response. How are we gonna approach this debugging? And why did it take so freaking long? That's insane. Writing to path app.tsx. Why isn't it working? I am very confused. Oh, is it just this? Maybe I'm using it wrong. No, wait, this is an array buffer. Enc, new text encoder, encode, follow code. Yeah. What's the target path there? What's right path? Ugh. I am so confused by this. Oh, I didn't know this. I didn't implement this API. I think this is the problem. Async. I wonder why we have this. It seems weird to me. Like we have this promise API and then new error rest dot error return rest dot result. Okay, we're gonna try, but this still doesn't quite make sense, but at least we should get an error of what went wrong. Oh, this is so annoying. This should just work. But yeah, as like this is proof of like we have to really simplify this API. If even I can't use it, and I kind of built the thing. I want React. Write a React calculator to source app.tsx. I'm so curious why this takes so long. Maybe I don't have any money on OpenAI. Look at this. Yeah, and there doesn't seem to be any errors. Like this should be exceptionally fast, but nothing's happening here. I don't understand. Like we're writing to, but am I using the fucking wrong? Oh my god. I don't know the file, like the path format of write file. Is it like absolute? Is it relative? Is it relative with a slash? Is it relative with dot slash? Well, if it's dot slash, it should also handle absolute. But is it the write file that's taking so much time? Writing to path. Written to path. Res. This is too weird. This is so weird. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're probably queuing the message. I think we're queuing the message. Are we? We'll figure that out now. Great choice. Write a React calculator to source app.txt. This is fine. This can take some time because LM is writing the code. Yeah, you see this? Writing to path. That should be immediate. Why isn't it working? It's probably timing out. What am I missing here? I'm missing something. Request picture instance, subscriptions, FS operations. Oh, wait a minute. Is it more? Where did I grab those subscriptions from? But still. Yeah, hi Val, thanks. Yeah, look, this is for anyone joining now, this is a proof of concept of we want to build an SDK that's as simple as Sandpack, if you're familiar with Sandpack, which is an SDK to build like browser sandbox experiences. And we want to make it as accessible to create DevBox experiences, especially with AIs. So if you want to build an agent, you can use this DevBox SDK to give your agent an actual coding environment. So it's kind of like code interpreter with an actual VM running actual dev processes, an actual development environment. So I'm just kind of demoing a really shitty agent. But I'm messing up a very simple thing. And that's... for some reason, I can't... Like, it's not sending the message. And I don't understand why. There shouldn't be any need to do anything more than this. There must be something I'm missing here. So, init new instance. I should join it. can't I send a freaking message? Is it being queued? Is it? Oh, I'm going crazy. What the fuck? This is the simplest message I can send to the environment. And for some reason it doesn't respond. And I have a feeling it's because it's being queued for some reason. What the fuck? What the fuck? FS client. Write file. Handle is in workspace path. What's this? If not is in workspace path. What does this mean? Seamless fork. Queue for reconnect. Did I Oh, for fuck's sake. This is false. At least. I think maybe that's it. That might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry. Like we have this option, like we have this amazing experience where if you go to like a dev box or like a VM with a branch, you can just start, and it's protected. You can just start typing and will automatically like seamlessly bring you into a new VM. But we don't want to do that here. I want React. Write a React calculator to source app.tsx. So blah 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 blah. But like this has, there we go. God damn it, it was so simple. Well, it wasn't a very good calculator. Oh, yeah, I guess it should be plus equals. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, that's working. I can't believe it. So the reason it didn't work is because we said that we were going to seamlessly fork the VM. And that should only be true if you don't have access to the VM, like write access to the VM. So it was basically just waiting for me to go in, acquire, like fork the VM, and then pass into the client that, oh, here's your forked VM, please continue. Awesome. Awesome. But as I said, like this is an exceptionally simple demo, and the true work that's gonna be made here is creating this interface that makes it super accessible to interact with the VM. And then we're also, or personally, I really want to bring in an embedding, code embedding tool. Not tool, but process, code embedding process inside the VM. Challenge with that is any code change needs to talk to both an LLM and get embeddings. But maybe yeah, and maybe you would want to do this on your own. This is a tricky thing. It's like, what should be implemented on the consumption side and what should be kind of part of the VM. Because now, like in terms of like monetization, the only thing you kind of pay for now is actually running the VMs. And that's nice. But if we were to actually have this automatic code embedding, you would kind of have to pay for that as well. Yeah, it's tricky. But if you want to do the code embedding on the outside, you can do that. Maybe we could actually create like a proof of concept of that as well. But the point is then you have to do it when you fire up. After we've connected to the VM, we would go in and get all the files and its contents and then generate all the embedding stuff here. And then, yeah, that's up for discussion. But anyways, it's working. It's working. That's nice. Yeah, that's really what I wanted to achieve during this stream. So I think I'm gonna create a tiny little demo for my 2 colleagues that I'm working on this with, and then we'll see where we take it from there. There's so much stuff we could do here now. Like the protocol to the VM there's a lot of stuff we can do. But that is like agent implementation. So I don't want to spend too much time on that. But the point is, like, you can't really do anything unless you have some embeddings of your code. Because the LLMs, they have no insight into the actual files in the project. So anytime they want to do anything, they have to navigate the file system and read all the files and stuff, or guess which files to read to build up enough context to understand what changes they're going to make to the code base. I wish there was a way I could make that part of the proof of concept. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on that one. I don't think I'll be able to solve that with raw brain power. It needs my secondary brain to figure that one out. Yeah. Yeah. And then my colleague is gonna like make this actually look nice. So that's gonna be awesome. I think maybe, yeah. And then, yeah, typically I don't achieve what I want for a stream. So I'm kind of sitting here a bit stumped. But I think I'm gonna just end the stream because I want to make that tiny video for my colleagues, and then I'm gonna talk a lot more about this if it actually becomes a project. Maybe we could develop most of it through the stream. That will be interesting, but I really want to figure out this embedding thing. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks for following along, and sorry for getting so stuck on that seamless fork thing, but that's how it is. Bye for now.